Happy New Year, everyone. 2016 has arrived, and it's going to be quite a year this year. Let's take a look at your January alchemy scopes. You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Hi everyone. So here we are, the beginning of 2016, and as I do every month, let's go ahead and look at the macro cycle, the energy set, the storyline that's underpinning this cycle for all of us. To do that, I tap into the Sabian symbol that's imbued at the degree point at which our Capricorn new moon on January 9th occurred. It happened at 19 degrees 13 minutes. And the Sabian symbol for this new moon point, this portal point, was a hidden choir is singing during a religious service. Interesting, because we are so close to the holiday season that this would be the symbol. But more so is the fact that it's a hidden choir. So during the course of this next month, for me, what this is speaking to is that in the background, out of sight, is a harmonic that is playing out. There is something synchronistic and networked and harmonic that is happening. And in fact, a lot of you might be feeling that. So let's move on now to the microcycles. We'll go to the I Ching and take a look at the microcycle that's going on for the individual signs. Pisces. So let's take a look at the energetic storyline underpinning this new moon to new moon cycle. This is your microcycle for Pisces-centric people over the course of this chapter. To do this, I pulled the I Ching hexagram, and you received this month number 24, returning. The two trigrams that make up this hexagram are earth above, thunder below. There is a turning point that recharges you and eventually brings success. It is associated with the turning of darkness back toward the light. It is the beginning of a turnaround, a time for letting go of the old and making way for the new. It is a time of new beginnings, and it starts with rest. It is optimal to not move too fast. The new momentum is just beginning. The turnaround demands that your energy be recharged by adequate rest so that your life force will not be spent prematurely. This principle of hibernation, of allowing energy to renew itself and be strengthened by rest, applies to many situations. The recuperation after an illness, the slow return of trust after a period of estrangement, and the careful development of new relationships after a splitting apart of old ones. Pisces, happy 2016. Welcome to your January alchemy scope. So let's get right into it. I've already shuffled. I'm using my Siri deck, and we're going to do a synchronic spread again this month. I have some new cards for this year, which feel delicious, and there's actually some new ones. You know, I'm developing my own decks, as you know, but also some other new goodies are coming in as well. So we're going to be pulling the Colette Baron Reid Enchanted Map to bring in more of a theme or a flavor of the theme, as well as guidance that's inherent within that card. And then, so excited, this is Vicki Verley's Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. And we're going to be doing the intuitive pull this month using these as opposed to in replacement of the Carolyn Miss Archetype cards. Beautiful. So let's get started. As I'm pulling, I've already shuffled. As I'm pulling, I'll tell you that I have a fantastic gift, I guess, offering for clients and for people who really are interested in their path and what's happening, like a trajectory of unfolding. So let me pull this first, and then I'll go ahead and tell you about it. Okay, so Pisces, let's take a look at this. So I do have, what I'm doing is I'm offering a 2016 forecast and guidance that's personalized for you. It's a 90-minute session that looks at your solar return, your transits, your symbology, and a spread, 90 minutes. And then in addition to that, I am offering as a gift, because I'm wishing to help people really get clear on what their soul print is, what their encodings are. I'm offering the archetypal profile free, which is a $44 value. So anybody that orders the 2016 forecast through the end of January will receive their archetypal profile. So I encourage you to order it soon, though, in order to make your appointment and get it in a timely manner. So my website, you can order that on my website, and the link is below the video. So Pisces, let's take a look. You know, it's interesting because what I'm getting for you right off the bat is that there's a mix. There's good things happening for you. You're feeling good, and there's some discernment coming up around what is toxic still in your life, what remains feeling ill. Now, this could actually be physical illness. There could be something coming up during this cycle, or the topic of sickness could be coming up that you're really working through in your mind. You're thinking about other choices over the course of this portal, this time frame, this chapter, that has to do with lightening up and developing more of a sense of humor. With regards to your path, it's almost like you're getting to a place of comfort and understanding, which is very interesting because there's been some other signs already that are coming to a new place, coming to a new level of comfort about their path. They're starting to understand that what has happened in the last few years, the difficulties that have unfolded, have needed to unfold. It was absolutely their own higher self's orchestration that is perfectly meeting what you needed at the time in order to grow you. So it could be that you're having a perspective that your path has been perhaps actually a good one, a positive one. You might be feeling more optimistic about what has been happening and what is currently unfolding for you. You might be having a sense of goodness that's coming. And also, you are accessing a sense of humor. But what I'm getting, because this is the mental sector, this is the physical sector, and they're linked. The poles are linked. So it's almost as if you are thinking about the benefit of humor. It's almost like you're realizing. There's a new sense of realization, Pisces, within some of you out there. I do, by the way, I am further honing these questions. So every month it's like I really do want to hone the demographic of those watching these videos. So this is for the radically awakening Pisces. These are not mundane spreads. They really aren't. These are about soul evolution. So these are for the radically awakening Pisces. You are accessing a new level of humor within yourself. You're seeing things a little more lightly. You're taking things with a bit of a grain of salt. It's interesting because you do have a sense of optimism coming up, Pisces, about the right path for you, the right way forward, the right next step. And with regards to illness, so again, it could be that there is some physical sickness or illness that you've had to contend with, but that you're getting now some clarity, maybe some intuitive insight, some intuitive clarity that's come up around a hopeful path forward with regards to illness or sickness. By the way, this could have to do with what has been toxic in your life as well. So it's not only the body. However, I will tell you that what I'm getting here predominantly is physical illness. versus just toxic relationships and things like that. Although, again, it could apply. But yeah, I'm seeing that you're starting to really feel better. You're starting to feel better emotionally about your path. It's like you're more comfortable. You understand. There's more of an acceptance and allowance about what's been going on. You're seeing that making another choice of accessing humor will serve you, is serving you. Gorgeous. You are hopeful for a right path forward with regards to either that which has been toxic or that which has been ill inside the body. There is clarity for you during this cycle, Pisces, which feels really, really good for you, actually. So let's go ahead and pull Vicki Verley's deck. And I'm going to pull 3 cards from her Beast Mistress cards. And we will have you tune in to one of the 3. And that will be your main quality set that's asking to be matured through you now. Ah, well, hello. And a third. Okay, Pisces. So start to tune in there. Beautiful. And then in the meantime, as you're tuning in there, I'm going to go ahead and pull your enchanted map kind of theme / guidance for you for this new moon cycle. Pisces. Pisces. This is the one. Okay, sweeties. So this is Ghost Lands Reversed. I'm going to read it from her book. Again, this is Colette Baron Reed. It's an excellent deck. I have to say I'm quite resonant with her as an individual, but her writings, her understandings of living systems of life, I really love her. So let's see here. So Pisces, this came up reversed for you. The meaning of the card in general is this: you can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. When it's reversed, and I'm going to have to put this down here. When it's reversed, when the Ghostland card appears reversed, it's a sign that you're wandering in an emotional or intellectual place with no real substance. There is no point longing for that which is already gone or hasn't happened yet. Now keep in mind, this is in regards to your path. Remember your spread. And the sick, toxic card did come up. So it could be that for some of you out there, you are feeling like hope or optimism for you about the right path is feeling toxic. So for some of you watching this, you haven't accessed the hope around the toxicity. It could be that you are feeling that there is no hope and that you're succumbing to the toxicity. So this is the guidance for you here. So there is no point in longing for that which is already gone or hasn't happened yet. Perhaps you've created a fantasy of the good old days, or some elusive utopian destination that lies somewhere in the future when this or that happens to make things better. Live one day at a time. Each day is a new beginning filled with truth and beauty. Stay away from the ghostlands of the past and future. Avoid nostalgia and longing for something better. Find joy in what is present in your life today. Interesting. I mean, the past card did not come up in your spread. However, this particular guidance definitely is feeding into that spread and that theme. So again, for some of you, it could be that you're thinking things are toxic and you want to access hope. You want to access the optimism that is inherent within you, but you're not feeling that. So you want to keep that in mind. This is about present moment. Be here now, loving what is. It's all the greats, all the great masters, all the great spiritual teachers have all said the same thing. And they don't say it for nothing. They're all replicating the same message. So Pisces, let's go ahead and turn your archetypes here. If you selected the far left card, I have to tell you, Hawk came up for another sign. So this is beautiful. Pisces, if you selected Hawk, this is about maturing, perching yourself high so that you can have a holistic view. Zero in on your target and then act swiftly with a mighty force. You have the ability to soar to vast heights. Pisces, you have the ability to soar to vast heights. This is about maturing that recognition, that belief system, that perception, that understanding, that reality within yourself. Beautiful. Now, if you selected the center card, you are being asked to evolve and mature these qualities within yourself. And armadillo is about self-protection, shielding, retreat, digging deep, and connecting to the subconscious. Fill your lungs with good fresh air to aid in the buoyancy of your plans. Now this is interesting. So again, you had path and you had on the right path in your spread. So this is definitely about your life journey. I mean, the theme of your life journey is thick for you now, Pisces. So I love this. Fill your lungs with good fresh air to aid in the buoyancy of your plans. Connect with nature, clear yourself out. Beautiful. But it is interesting because there's self-protection, shielding, and retreat, digging deep to the subconscious realms. It could be that if you selected this card, this is about creating healthy boundaries for yourself, really honoring yourself. Maybe not sharing so much of your path with other people. Maybe not looking for approval from others for your journey, for your truth. So this is about going within and really connecting to yourself if you selected this card. And Pisces. Oh, wow, goldfish. I haven't received this yet. So if you selected the far right card, you are asked to evolve goldfish. This is about luck, serenity, prosperity, and wealth. So this is about money. Fluid imagination, losing track of time, celestial connections, altered states, omen of auspicious developments. Interesting kind of intermixing of qualities, but actually they're not. This is about abundance, the flow, the infinity flow, you know. Goldfish is flow. It lives in the waters. It does know how to flow. So this is about luck. It's also about serendipity. It's about synchronicity. But this, Vicky writes, serenity as well, prosperity, wealth, fluid imagination, losing track of time, celestial connections. This is about connecting deep. It's interesting because armadillo is also asking you to connect deep. This is about having a holistic perspective, moving up and out of yourself, seeing the big story, seeing the long view. Interesting. This is about going deep within, protecting as needed, creating boundaries as you need to, healthy boundaries, you know, knowing what you need at the moment, saying no when you need to say no. And this is about really accessing the abundant realm of infinite waters, you know. Beautiful. I love this for you. So Pisces, let's move on and see what your Dakini is bringing forward for you now. Pisces, so we come now to the final component of your delicious alchemy scope for the month of January 2016. What is starting you off for this year? Now, this final component is where I pull up the goddess. I use here Penny Slinger's 64 Dakini Oracle. and I pull up the Dakini Goddess to represent the embodiment. Who are you to actually embody and become over the course of the cycle to move through it with least effort and optimal flow? You received this month number 4, Cosmicini. This is what Penny Slinger writes of Cosmicini. Existing as the interface between the heavens and the earth, Cosmicini works with the air of personal consciousness in relation to all other consciousness out there in the universe. The moon, our nearest heavenly body, affects the water both on the planet and in our own bodies. Cosmicini is the Dakini who represents our cosmic connection. So I'm going to do what I've done in the previous months, Pisces, and I'm going to read here 2 components of Penny Slinger's document. One is the Dakini transmission, the other is the affirmation. If you'd like to read more information, you can find the link to the online library that has all of it in there for Cosmicini, and the link is below. Pisces, the transmission for you is this. I am your interface to the stars. Use me as your cosmic connection. I offer you a vehicle to fly. I reveal the cosmic web. We are all made of stardust. The affirmation for Cosmicini, Pisces, is this. I am a child of the universe. I am connected to cosmic intelligence. Through my unique relationship to the planets and the stars, I have chosen the moment of my birth. I am connected. I can activate my celestial vehicle and travel through space and time. Indeed you can, Pisces. It's a reminder that I am having a really phenomenal gift offering happening for everybody during the month of January 2016 in order to catapult people into their knowing, their wisdom, the identification of their encodings, so that alignment can become a natural process for you over the course of this year. I am offering the archetypal profile for free, a free offering, typically $44, when you order your 2016 forecast and guidance, which is a tremendous session. It's a 90-minute session that goes over your astrological solar return, your transits. We pull up your symbology, and I pull up a spread for you. And there's also guidance cards as well. It's quite a deal. You're not going to find a better deal anywhere, I don't think. So if you are committed to yourself, your journey into inner knowing, understanding your archetypal threads, your storylines, your trajectories, getting aligned, moving forward, catapulting forward in your life, I recommend connecting with the archetypal stories that live within, and certainly getting connected to what is the trajectory that's unfolding for you during the year 2016. So all the links are below, and there'll probably be links on this video as well. So I invite you to be in contact and place your orders soon so that we can get you scheduled. Have a wonderful month. Bye.